Hey guys, it's Fred and Sheila McCoy from the Hatfield McCoy Museum and Adventures. Today we're not at the museum, but we had a couple of videos we thought we would do without going to the museum to do them. And that's Sheila behind the camera.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great day.
Go to fredmccoy.com for all the information on the museum and website and so forth. We're going to be going real slow today. It's probably going to make several videos. I don't want to rush through this one. Like a lot of the videos I do, I try to rush because I know a lot of people don't have a lot of time to spend watching videos on the Hatfield McCoy feud. So I do go a little bit fast sometimes. This one today is going to be on American Vendetta. It's going to be on T.C. Crawford.
Okay.
And Sheila and I's done videos on T.C. Crawford and his book, American Vendetta, before.
Yeah, we've got that published already.
Just to fill you in, T.C. Crawford was a newspaper guy in New York. And after the 88 massacre of Randall McCoy's cabin and the killing of 2 more children, he decided to come from New York to Logan County, West Virginia, and Pike County, Kentucky, and get the lowdown from Randall McCoy and Devil Anse Hatfield. Of course, everybody knows Randall McCoy never talked to the media. We now look back and wish that he had, because when you don't talk to the media and other people tend to talk for you, and it's not always favorable. Of course, we got to be sympathetic toward Randall. He lost half his family, so he didn't really care about his reputation. He didn't really care about his money. He didn't really care about how successful he was. He was a broke man, and you'll hear that from T.C. Crawford. But he refused to give T.C. Crawford an interview. T.C. Crawford did meet him and see him, but he wouldn't give an interview. Now, he sat down with Devil Anse Hatfield for an interview for his newspaper. Devil Anse didn't only give him enough for a newspaper article, he gave him enough to write a book with.
Mm-hmm.
And the book is not favorable toward Devil Anse or the West Virginia Hatfields.
Wow.
There's a couple of things you've got to understand when we talk about T.C. Crawford and we talk about Devil Anse and his family. And one of them is that when T.C. Crawford done the story, he went back and he said within 2 hours of getting back to New York, he started writing his stories because he wanted to be as accurate and correct as he could be. And he said he was wore out, exhausted, hungry. He didn't like the hillbilly food that we have up home, and he just couldn't adjust to it, so he didn't eat real good while he was there. Now, he done a 3-segment, I hope I'm not getting into my notes here, but he done a 3-segment series in the newspaper in New York. 3 consecutive Sundays, he come out with a Hatfield McCoy story. He divided his story up into 3 different weeks, and they sold a lot of newspapers from it. I'm going to read you this, a couple of things here, and one, the phrase Hatfields and McCoys conjures up images of feudal warfare and Appalachian backwardness, even to this day. This is a sensationalized account of the feud between the Hatfields and McCoys along the mountainous border of Kentucky, West Virginia in the 1800s. Now, that's what somebody wrote about T.C. Crawford's book. And then they go on to say, at the height of the feud in 1888, yellow journalist T.C. Crawford interviewed Devil Anse Hatfield in person, the only known one-on-one interview with the conniving, murdering Anderson Hatfield, Devil Anse Hatfield, to be conducted at the time. Now, the person there, the latter part was mine, the conniving Devil Anse Hatfield, but the yellow journalist, T.C. Crawford, was somebody else's. Yellow journalist, T.C. Crawford, world-renowned, traveled all over, Paris, France, different places he did back then, doing stories. And well educated, but they call it yellow journalist. He was a yellow journalist all of a sudden. He was the first person to ever interview Devil Anse Hatfield and the Hatfield family, and in this manner, that he went to his house, ate dinner with them, stayed with them, talked to his kids.
How long did he stay with him?
Well, he left. He was up here for 10 days.
Okay.
Between New York and going back, he was here
Going
for
back
10
and
days.
Okay.
He come to get an interview and leave, and he ended up staying night after night.
Wow.
There's some photos in here. I wish we were at the museum. I wish we had the pictures on the wall, because after you mentioned that, it reminded me I was going to show some of the pictures when I get to certain topics in here, but we can do it another way maybe.
Maybe I can add him in.
But this person here is talking about yellow journalism. Now, it's funny how things become yellow journalism when the story doesn't go your way. If the story would have been flattering toward Devil Anse Hatfield and the West Virginia Hatfields, you would have never heard this person here. This is a West Virginia Hatfield here.
Okay.
You would have never heard him say anything about yellow journalism. He would have said, T.C. Crawford, that's the best story that's ever been done. He spent time with Devil Anse and he wrote it like he seen it. Well,
So he would have been bragging on the
he did
reporter.
write it like he seen it. He did. T.C. Crawford wrote it like he saw it.
Okay.
And once he got out of those mountains of Logan County, West Virginia, where he felt safe, he wrote exactly what he saw. And the accounts of the Hatfields and McCoy led to the still common, unfair stereotype of ignorant, backward, trigger-happy mountaineers. The violence in the Appalachians was vilified and exaggerated. That's what this person says. Says that it was exaggerated. All the killings, burning a man's cabin down, beating his elderly wife, killing 2 more of his kids, one of them a girl,
Yeah.
tying 3 other ones to trees and killing them, shooting one as he swam across the river, killing another one as he was hiding in a cave to keep from having a disturbance or anything with any of them. He's hiding out. And these people here said it's unfair to be stereotyped as ignorant, backward, trigger-happy mountaineers. Well, once again, if we was at the museum, I'd show you a picture of Devil Anse down there with his bibbed overalls on and all that. You've seen it before. That's your mountaineer. That's your hillbilly. That's the only person, him and his family, that T.C. Crawford talked to. You'll hear as we get over in here, none of Devil Anse's neighbors wanted to talk to T.C. Crawford. Now, what we're going to do as we go along here, this story is going to get interesting. This is going to be part 1.
Okay.
And there's going to be several parts. I can tell right now because we're already up to the timer going off here. And we're going to try to keep these between 8 and 10 minutes. So we're going to end this video. If you want to know some truth, if you want to see some corrections, if you want to get to the bottom of T.C. Crawford's book, this is where we start. See you on the next video. Thanks.
Bye. Thanks for watching.